Hey, Dancers, Anthony and Rose, we got some West Coast swing for you guys today. This is going to be an awesome concept you guys are going to love. You're going to take one little thing and show you guys how to turn it into a bunch of stuff, so stick around. All right, guys, for those of you guys who are learning West Coast swing, it probably seems pretty overwhelming. There's a bunch of different stuff, but the truth is it's just a few things. Today, we're gonna be covering rolling passes. So we're gonna show you the basic idea of the rolling pass, and then from that, once you know how to do that, we're gonna show you how you can turn that into a bunch of different stuff. Now, if you're brand new to this channel, we teach all of the country dances. We teach two-step, West Coast swing, we teach country swing, waltz, all that stuff. But you can notice this little button, and it says subscribe. Now, if you click on that button, then you become an ex-dancer, and you'll know when all the awesome stuff happens on the channel. So we're gonna demonstrate and break down the rolling pass, and then show you a bunch of different ways to do it. Guys, a lot of you may or may not know, it depends on how long you've been around the channel, but we teach from what we call the horizontal approach. Now, that's completely different the way most people teach, probably the way that you've learned if you've danced up to this point, but we really realize that there are only a handful of things that you can do in each dance. Once you learn those basic things, then you just learn 1,000 different ways to do them. So today in this video, we're covering the rolling pass and a bunch of different ways to do it. So the thing you gotta know is just learn this first part. We're gonna teach you the basic idea of the rolling pass and then just show you a bunch of different ways to do it. So here's the basic idea of a rolling pass. Just like all West Coast swing patterns, she starts over there, she goes over there, and what I'm gonna do is lead her for 1.5 turns to the other side. This is the basic idea of the rolling pass. And now that we've done that, we're gonna break that down, and then we'll show you a bunch of different ways to do it. All right, so we're gonna break down the footwork first. The first thing that she's gonna do is she's just, like all patterns, she's gonna walk towards me twice. But I'm gonna step back for one as she walks forward with her right foot. I've stepped back with my left. I'm gonna step out of the slot and turn 1/4 of a turn to my left as she just simply walks forward again. From there, I've gotta get my foot out of the slot. She's gonna do a pivot turn, or Shanae, if you're into that. She does 1.5 turns as I step together, and then I step back into the slot to begin to rotate towards her. At this point, she has finished her rotation, and then we can do that anchor in place. So we have 3 sections, 2 beats of music. As with all things, she comes towards me for the first 2 counts. She does some stuff. In this case, it's 1.5 turns for the second 2 counts. And then we both anchor and stretch. That's pretty much the same format as everything that's a 6-count pattern of West Coast swing. But that is the basic idea. In that middle 2 counts, she's gonna turn from here to there, so she's still traveling, and she turns 1.5 times. So if you watch that one more time, she comes towards me, she turns 1.5 times while still traveling, and then we anchor in place. So let's just talk about the basic idea of how to lead this. We've got to prep her. Prep her means to prepare her to do stuff. We got to let her know she's gonna do something, all right? Now, she's gonna do something on counts 3 and 4. So since she's gonna do something on counts 3 and 4, we gotta let her know on count 2 that she's gonna. Not that she shoulda, but she's gonna, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lead her forward for 1, and on count 2, we're gonna prep her, which means to open her body. So as I'm stepping out of the slot, I'm also gonna, I'm exaggerating, but I'm gonna take that hand across to let her know she's opening her body. I like to, on a rolling pass, go ahead and bring the hand up a little bit, so that way I don't have to bring it up while turning her, but I bring the hand up just a little bit, then it rotates around that halo around her head, bringing it down for count 4. This says stop, and then we do the anchor in place. So again, that looks like this. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Let's show you that to music. Guys, this is the whole point of this video. You've got this one thing. You got this rolling pass, and people think like you gotta learn this thing and then you learn this other thing, you learn all this stuff. But the reality is you learn just a few things and then you just translate them or transform them into different things. So what we're gonna do now is actually show you a bunch of different ways that you could do the rolling pass. Here's what you gotta keep in mind. There are 6 beats of music. For the first 2 beats, she comes towards me. For the second 2 beat, she does some stuff. In this case, it's 1.5 turns, and then we anchor in place. Now, keep that in mind as you watch these different ways to do this. So the awesome thing about this, if you guys got anything from this at all, is that dancing is not going to be as complicated as you thought it was. Stop making it so complicated. It's really, really not. There's just a handful of things to do. You can learn something and then just turn it into a bunch of cool stuff, all right? People tend to think of like having to learn all these different things, but you're just learning a few things.
It just looks new.
Just looks cooler when you do it different ways. It makes it's an illusion.
Yes.
It's trickery. It's lying to people that you know a bunch of stuff.
We support it. It's fine.
But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to learn more of the variations and the different things, we teach all of the stuff that we do in this way, this horizontal approach. Go to xdance.com. There's a link right there. Check that out. You can get a free month of that. And we'll see you guys the next time.